Hi, and welcome to our Fair Play Code webinar session, and it's been brought to you by Southwest Sport. My name is Joanna O'Brien, Program Officer at Southwest Sport. The learning objective today is to assist clubs to have a better understanding of the Fair Play Code. The outcome of the workshop you'll be going away is the knowledge on our policies that are required to ensure your club becomes compliant with the code. This will then enhance your club meeting the criteria for any future grant applications. We've created a helpful tool for this webinar, and it's called Fair Play Code Resource Workshop Sample on our website. Take the time to download it from our website, www.southwestsport.com.au. It will actually guide you the policies that you'll need to become Fair Play Code compliant. The Fair Play Code resource is really a complex document. It's a quick self-assessment tool for all clubs. This tool will give your club the required values and policies required to meet the code. With a few simple actions, you can help your club be in a better position seeking funding. Your club will be better placed for future grants. Hopefully by now you've been able to actually download the document. The Fair Play Code outlines a set of standards of behaviours and expected of everyone involved to ensure the opportunity for all Victorians to participate in a safe, welcoming and inclusive sport and recreation. Compliance with the code is required to receive any Victorian government funding, but it's not an additional level of government regulations. This presentation will outline the 5 principles that make up the Fair Play Code, discuss some of the key elements involved in each principle, help identify gaps in your club's policies and procedures, show you where you can get more information and support to build a fairer and stronger club. Each of the 5 principles have a number of subcategories setting out our expected behaviours of actions. The policies required to meet the integrity part of the code. The first one is the Code of Conduct policy. The Code of Conduct sets a standard behaviour that helps build club's culture and makes it easier to deal with conduct and behaviour issues. These can be many and varied. If you're unsure, you can seek advice from your state sporting association or your SSA. Member Protection Policy, commonly known as the MPP policy. Member protection policy is important for any sporting club. It allows members to take part in your sport, free from harassment, discrimination, abuse, and other harmful behaviours. For clubs committees, it also is an effective risk management tool that protects against the loss and harm of participants and its members. The next policy is conflict of interest policy. Conflict of interest will always arise in any club. Work, friendship, family, financial interests and any other community involvements can all intersect with running of a club or a team. The good management of conflict of interest protects both the club and individuals involved. Match fixing, illegal betting and performance-enhancing drugs are a major threat to the integrity of our sporting competitions. While not front of mind issue for most local clubs, illegal overseas betting markets are often run on matches that are lower tier competitions, and the use of performance-enhancing drugs often occurs very early in an athletics development pathway, with low levels of information and advice available to athletes. Most important things our local clubs really need to know are warning signs of whether or not your club or athletes are at risk and where you can find out more support. Your club's SSA should be your first point of call if you have any concerns. Policies required to meet the respect part of the code. The first one is the privacy policy. Privacy policy should explain how clubs collect, use, disclose or protect your personal information. If your sport has a centralised membership and or member data collection system, you should use your sports information privacy policy. Codes of behaviour policy includes coaches, officials, players, spectators and volunteers. Codes of behaviour for club participants should reflect the general expectations and standards of behaviours set out in your club's codes of conduct. Policies required to meet the responsibility part. The one we've got is child safe policy. We all have an obligation to keep children safe from harm and abuse, especially within our sport. Victorian clubs that provide services or facilities for children are required by law to implement the child safe standards to protect children from harm. Since the 1st of January 2017, all sports clubs and associations are legally required to meet these standards. Policies required to meet the fairness part of the code. Inclusion policy in sport means everyone in our diverse community, regardless of their gender, their age, their race, their culture, their religion, their sexual orientation or ability, is afforded a range of opportunities Policies required to meet the safety part of the code. The first one is the hot weather policy. Clubs have a responsibility and duty of care to provide a safe environment for all participants to ensure that the health and safety well-being participants take priority over the competing considerations. The next policy is the injury management policy, sometimes known as a return to play. The purpose of this policy is to guide the clubs to support the member to return to being inclusive and a productive team member as quickly and as safely as possible following a sport-related injury and/or illness. What does my club need to do? Comply with the Fair Play Code. Will in most cases be part of the club's existing procedures and processes. We all know that a strong and successful club is more than the sum of its parts. The way we get the strength and success is by valuing everybody's role and recognising their importance to the collective result. Once again, the policy being widely publicised and available to your club members will be crucial to its success. The Fair Play Code Club Self-Assessment Tool will help you identify the gaps and provide the links and information and resources to help you close those gaps. Our team at Southwest Sport can guide you to a number of resources and policies and templates which can be used and adapted by each and every club. And finally, what is one takeaway that you've learnt today? Southwest Sport has set up some initiatives and resources to assist clubs during our COVID-19, including our virtual listing post, which is a bookable one-on-one support with our team members, our dedicated email for all club inquiries while staff are working remotely, which is covid19@southwestsport.com.au, our COVID-19 information page for all relevant information on our COVID frequently asked questions, our online webinars like today. Please feel free to fill out our expression of interest survey on our website, or feel free to ask for some helpful links following the conclusion of this webinar. Templates and resources for clubs to utilise. Our Staying Active portal. It's a compilation of local and broader sport recreation-based activities. We may be working remotely, but we're still working. Thank you for watching our webinar.